Hey, if you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas or Henderson here in Nevada and you're looking for a community that feels like a community, packed with great amenities, so much to do and see within the community, I think you should check out Inspirada in Henderson. And I'm going to explain in this video not only why I think it's the best community in the whole of the Las Vegas area, but also why I'm going to move my family to Inspirada. And we're going to start right now. The first thing to know about Inspirada is its location. The location is always one of the most important factors. Inspirada is located to the west of Henderson. It's going through a huge area of development, so there is lots of commercial and residential construction going on in the area. If we're looking at proximity to the Strip, it's going to be probably around about 30 minutes to go to the Strip or to the airport. I don't think 30 minutes is too far, and those of you that are traveling or moving from areas of the country where there's huge congestion issues, you'll be like, Peter, 30 minutes? It sometimes takes me 30 minutes to get one block. So I think 30 minutes to get to those major points of interest within the city are not going to be too far. And then also where it's located in Henderson, there's a lot of commercial construction going on. You're not going to be too far from like your grocery stores, which is going to probably be maybe the one in Anthem Highlands is going to be your closest. Your closest to Albertsons is there. There's a Starbucks in Inspirada. There's a Starbucks in Anthem Highlands as well. There's a gym nearby. There's bars and restaurants within Inspirada as well. So all in all, on a day-to-day basis, everything is going to be relatively close by, maybe a 10-minute drive at the most. Depending on where you are in Inspirada as well, that could also play a factor. But majority of it is going to be probably about a 10-15-minute drive. To get to the more central parts of Henderson, like Green Valley or maybe the Galleria at sunset, then that's going to probably be about 20 minutes as well. Again, not too far to go and access all of those things. And, if you've been in this part of town, then you definitely know there's lots going on in Green Valley. There's the district at Green Valley Ranch. Then also over at Galleria Mall, it's the largest indoor mall in the whole of the Southern Nevada area. So there's lots of stores and restaurants there as well. So lots to keep you busy and occupied. I think it's a great location. I think it combines the tranquility of a suburban area, but you also have the convenience of an urban area. So you have that suburban tranquility and that urban convenience. And I think that's a great blend that comes together within the Inspirada area. But let me know what you think. If you think that's going to be too far to travel or if it is too stranded for you, pop that down in the comments below. The next point to consider, and it's going to sort of run off nicely from when I was talking about location and some of the activity in the West Henderson area, is the potential for appreciation of your property values. I think in general, being in this industry, obviously I'm exposed to a lot of data, and also just on a day-to-day basis, I think the property values in Las Vegas and Henderson are going to continue to steadily grow over time. There's just so much going on in the city that I can't see property prices falling off the face of the cliff. 2008 was an anomaly, and I definitely don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. On top of that, I think the property prices in Inspirada are going to go above the curve. There's so many great things coming to the area that's just going to increase those property prices. There's a West Henderson hospital that's going to be opening up very soon, which is going to be great to have that just on the doorsteps of Inspirada. Station Casinos is also having a new casino that's already been approved. Looking at the renderings of that, it looks like it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see when that's finished. Obviously, Station Casinos have Red Rock Casino and Green Valley Ranch Casino. So there's some great local casinos. So if you think of that style in Inspirada, I think it's going to be fantastic. It's going to probably be our local movie theater when we do move there in the summer. It's fantastic. And then you've got the M Resort as well, which is also nearby, and they're also doing a second tower, I believe. Although I've never seen it too busy to have two towers, but hey, if they think that it's a good business plan, that's up to them. And all in all, there's just so much more coming to the area. There's more things opening up within Inspirada. And as the Inspirada development continues, and once it's eventually finished, it's nowhere near finished yet, but once it's completely finished, those property prices are going to shoot up. It's one of the most popular communities now. A lot of people talk about it all the time and want to move to the area. When it's finished and there's no new construction going on, then I think the property prices are going to really shoot up. So if you're thinking from a long-term investment point of view, apart from all of the other good things I'm going to talk about living in Inspirada, if you're thinking from a long-term investment point of view, I think Inspirada is definitely a great place to invest. And I think the property prices, in my opinion, are going to just keep on going up in the area. The next point and the next reason to consider is the community spirit, the sense of community with Inspirada. For me, this is a really big thing about Inspirada, and what a lot of people move to the area for is that sense of community. I remember not so long ago when we actually fully decided to move to Inspirada, and I've been trying to get my wife to agree to move to Inspirada for at least 2 years now at this point. But we were watching something on Netflix. It was about centurions and some of the things that these blue zones have in common and how they live to 100 plus. And obviously, health plays an important part, but another important part of it was that community, and they were living in places where they fostered this sense of community, where everybody communicated, everybody met up together, everybody was looking out for each other. I think that's something that Inspirada excels in. The property, the lot sizes within Inspirada are a lot smaller, and that was done on purpose by the developers. They're not going to be tiny by any stretch of the imagination, but they are smaller than the average. And that was done on purpose to encourage everybody to be out mingling and being sociable and being within the community. There's a lot of different community events that go on, whether that's the farmers market twice a month, whether that's the yoga outside. Sometimes they have movies under the stars. Solista Park, which is the hub of the community, is where a lot of the events go on. Seasonal events as well during the holiday season and Halloween are always a great draw of people from, not even just in Inspirada actually. We've been there and we didn't live in Inspirada at the time. And it's always a great hive of activity. And I can say personally, whenever I've been in the area filming, everybody just has time to say hello and, ask you how your day is going, talk about their dog or talk about kids in common, whatever it is. They always stop and talk, and I like that feeling. Now, some of you don't want that. Some of you just want to keep to yourselves, and, that's perfectly fine. If that is you, then I don't know if Inspirada is going to work for you. But if you're looking for a community spirit where you're living, I don't think there's a lot of those areas within the Las Vegas and Henderson whole area. But I think Inspirada is probably the number one and the one that absolutely nails it 100%. You can check online as well. You can see all of the different events that go on as well, whether that's seasonal events or different monthly events that go on. But it is just a great place, and there's so many great areas to enjoy outside. It's a great place to be outside as well, and we're going to talk about those in the next point now. The next point to consider is going to be the fact that it is a master planned community. Obviously, being within a master planned community, then a lot of it is meant to be self-contained in a way. Now, obviously, you have to go out of the community for certain things, but the whole idea of a master planned community is to try and keep as much of it self-contained as possible. And then obviously you pay your master plan fee with that as well. So hopefully that gives you an idea if you weren't sure what a master planned community was. I know I got asked that recently in my comments, so just to hopefully clear that up in a one sentence answer. So with that, obviously you're going to have, there's actually 6 parks now within the community. They just recently had a soft launch of one of their newest parks, what's going to be launching in the summer. And all of those parks have different themes. They have different things from playgrounds, splash pads, tennis courts. There's three swimming pools, I believe, and all different types of sports fields: soccer, baseball, basketball. There's a skate park. Oh my gosh, there's just so many great things within those parks to go and enjoy. And a lot of them are walkable. Most of the homes are going to be walkable to at least one of those parks, if not 2. So that's a fantastic thing. I think being able to walk to your local park is great. Whenever I've been up there and I've timed it at the right or the wrong time, whatever way you look at it, after school, there's always so many families out enjoying it. Also in the summer, there was quite a lot of families out enjoying the parks as well. And it's great to see. And, that's what we can't wait to be there and, have our kids playing in the playgrounds and just enjoying the outdoor spaces there as well. And then it's just great walking trails within the community as well. So everything is all connected and it's easy to walk. A lot of the sidewalks are set away from the street, so you're not walking side by side with the cars. It's very easy to navigate. If you've got dogs, there's a couple of really good dog parks and really good walking areas for the dogs as well to enjoy. And then, as I said, being in a master planned community, there's also coffee shops, there's Starbucks, there's an Italian little cafe, a little Italian deli by Solista Park as well. There's a few other little restaurants, there's a bar. There's a gas station even, so you have quite a lot of things within the community, and that's the whole benefit of living in a master planned community, is that a lot of it is all going to be self-contained. So with that convenience, you have quite a lot of things on your doorstep in Inspirada. Personally speaking, I love the parks. I think those parks are amazing. 6 parks within the community is incredible, and the community is still growing even more. The next thing to know about Inspirada is the quality education. The schools in Inspirada that you're going to be zoned for are amongst the best in the city. I mean, they're amazing, incredible schools. That's one of the other reasons we're moving there. My wife was adamant she wanted to walk in distance to the elementary school. So Ellis Elementary is the main elementary school for Inspirada. It was purpose built for the Inspirada area. And I think I heard somewhere at 80%, maybe 75% of the staff actually live within the Inspirada community. And that's incredible. I mean, that shows how invested they are within that community as well. Always scores really highly on greatschools.org. So I'll put up the rankings on greatschools.org for you so you can have a look and see. But it's a really good school, really good elementary. It's fantastic for the whole of the Inspirada area. And then as you go up from Ellis Elementary, the middle school you'll be zoned for is going to be Del Webb Middle School, which is ranked as one of the best middle schools within the whole of the Nevada area. And definitely between Las Vegas and Henderson, it's going to be one of the number one. I think it is number one or number 2 of the whole Las Vegas Henderson area. Fantastic middle school. Serves the Inspirada and Anthem areas mostly. Really good rankings. Again, I'll pull it up on greatschools.org. Really good rankings. And, you know, from a lot of the parents that I know that have kids in Del Webb, they speak very highly of it as well. And then the high school. The high school is a little bit of an anomaly because it doesn't rank as highly as Ellis Elementary or Del Webb Middle School. Liberty High School is a decent high school. It's a good high school, but it also doesn't rank as highly as Coronado High School, which is not too far away from it, or Green Valley High School, which obviously is in the Green Valley area. They're the 2 higher ranked ones within Henderson. And then you have Liberty. But Liberty has a really good sports program, really good band program as well if you're into music and your kids want to get into music. And they also have a tie-in with a local college here, which is also good. So Liberty is not a bad high school. I'm not bashing it at all. You can see on the rankings, it does do quite well. But if I'm comparing apples with apples, it's just not as good as the other schools for elementary and middle school for Inspirada, and also the other high schools within the Henderson area. You know, I want to be transparent with you guys as well. What I will say is there are plans as Inspirada is growing. There are plans for another middle school to be purpose-built for Inspirada and a high school as well, I believe. So that's exciting. I don't know when they're going to be completed or even when the ground's going to break on those, but that's exciting because always new schools always start off with a good push on the rankings and obviously with great intentions. So let me know what you think of the schools in Inspirada. If you want more information on those, you can always reach out on my details below and I can always break the schools down for you. And then the final thing to know about living in Inspirada is the home styles and home choices. Whether you want to buy new construction, you can do that in Inspirada. There's 3 main builders at the moment, KB, Tri-Point, Toll Brothers, and there is a Lennar development as well nearby. So they're going to be your builders of choice if you are looking at new construction. KB has quite a lot of homes still available. They've just opened up another couple of pods as well. Obviously all the new construction is more now over the far side. If you wanted resale, and that's the situation we were in on a personal level, we had to buy resale because of being close to the school, which is in one of the first pods of Inspirada. Then there's also lots of great resale options for you as well. So depending on what you want in a home, if you want a new construction home and you love the KB style, or you love the Tri-Point style, or you're a Toll Brothers person, you're going to have those options as well as maybe a resale option as well, depending on where you want to be within the community. I've had contracts with buyers who have brought new construction and buyers who have brought resale in Inspirada, and everyone's ended up happy. So I don't think there's a bad decision. It just comes down to personal preference. But there's not a lot of new construction going on within communities in Henderson. The 2 bigger ones are going to be Inspirada and Cadence. Very similar in terms of their community feeling, but a lot of people just prefer Inspirada for many different reasons. If you want to check out a comparison video on Inspirada and Cadence, I'll pop that down in the description and you can always click on that after this one as well. But I think having those options is fantastic, and even the resale homes are not too old either. So Either way, I don't think you can go wrong, but let me know in the comments below if you prefer new construction or resale. And that's it, guys. That's why I think Inspirada is the #1 community within the whole of the Las Vegas and Henderson area. I'm biased because obviously we're going to be moving there in the summer, but I think it's a fantastic community. For me, there's no better place to call home. I'm super excited for what it's going to mean for us as a family living there. And if any of those reasons resonate with you, or if you want to deep dive them in more detail and really pick my brains, because I don't like to use the word expert, but I obviously know a lot about Inspirada because I've had to do a lot of deep dive studying on a personal level for us moving there. So if you want more information on Inspirada or any of the other areas in Henderson, then definitely reach out on my contact details below, and I'd love to help you. If you're deciding to move to Inspirada, I'd love to share my excitement for the community, because I can talk about Inspirada to the cows come home, as my grandma would say, for someone who likes to talk about a topic. But definitely thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We made it to 1,000. Thank you so much. It took a while, but you guys helped me get there, so I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Tap on the bell for notifications, and you'll also be notified every time I post a video. Mostly post on a Saturday morning, but sometimes it might be on a Sunday depending on schedule. So always tap that bell and you'll be notified. And then if you are thinking about moving to Las Vegas or Henderson, or even Boulder City, if that's an option for you, then definitely do get in touch however you're comfortable, whenever you're ready. All my details are there on the screen, and I would love to help you on your move here. I really, those of you who have reached out to me can testify how much I love that part, helping you with the decision and also helping you finding what's going to work for you. I absolutely love meeting you all on a one-to-one basis and the phone calls that we have. So definitely do reach out whenever you're ready, and I'd love to give you the top service as well. But until the next time, thank you for watching, and you take care.